friends, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Fort Worth Roots. This is a local podcast focused on our community's creators, and you can find us on all your favorite streaming services and your social medias and YouTube. Just look for Fort Worth Roots. If this is your first time listening to the Fort Worth Roots podcast, this is the part where we go into our announcements. And we've been doing more and more with the community, so these intros are getting longer. Today I'm going to try to shorten it up for you. The last couple have been extremely long. Let me start off by telling you about our sponsors real quick. HoukWalker.com is where you want to go for special, unique products for every occasion made right here in your backyard. David is excellent with making wood product. He recently put a pin in my hand that has custom wood casing around it, and it's excellent. It's beautiful. And he makes bowls and tops and all sorts of other cool wooden products that are there on their website. And then Angela does a lot of work with the engraving. We did a little informal event the other day with all the podcasters that are going to be involved with an event that we're putting on September 10th. And she brought out these customized tumblers that had their logo on it and everything. And she'd done this stuff herself just to kind of show off like, hey, this is what we can do. And so if you've got a business or a podcast or anything else that needs specialized merch, HoukWalker.com with Houk Walker Originals is where you'd want to go for stuff like that. And they have a huge inventory of other stuff. So that's not all they make. They make a lot more stuff. Right here in your backyard, wonderful original gift ideas. Products for every occasion. Again, that's HoukWalker.com. Shout out to our friends at Wood Post Metalwork. You can find all of their products at woodpostmetalworks.com. They do metal fabrication, fence and gate repairs and build out, signs for your shop or your business, and pretty much anything you can do with a plasma cutter. They've got a lot of original stuff there, and if you go today and type in podcast 817 at checkout, you get 10% off your products. The thing that I keep talking about are these fire pits that they make. They have one on their website, USMC, United States Marine Corps, and just looks really cool with all the flames kind of poking out of the lettering and all the custom artwork that they put into it. It's really badass. So check that out at woodpostmetalworks.com. And, of course, Roofing Solutions by Darren Houk. You can find their information at Roofing Solutions Houk. That's HOUK.com. They can also be reached at 817-882-6520. And Darren just won the Talk Awards 2022 and was recognized as a 5-star rated business. This dude is going to have to move locations one day because he's not going to have a big enough office for all the awards this dude's pulling down. There's a lot of competition in North Texas. There's like 4,000 registered roofers here in like the DFW area. So to be selected for an award with that much competition has got to tell you something. And there's a reason that we wanted Darren so bad to be a sponsor for the Fort Worth Roots podcast. Nothing but illustrious sponsors, as Javier from Funky Panther would maybe put it. But go check them out, roofingsolutionshouk.com, and sincerely, you just need to have them come out, take a look at your roof, and introduce themselves. That way, if there is any kind of issue going on right now, you can catch it before it's an issue. Kind of preventative maintenance type stuff. And keep this phone number because you live in North Texas. You know how bad it is for roofs in this area. You're going to need them one day, and probably sooner than you think. Again, that's 817-882-6520. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting the Fort Worth Roots podcast. We have a huge event that we're putting on for you. This is September 10th at Pouring Glory. It's a great place, and we're really excited to be doing this event out there. Okay, so what's the event? September 10th, we will have 3 bands. We've got Late to the Station, The Gray, and Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations. And then to tie it all off at the end there, we've got Kate Greathouse, who is a local DFW comedian, and she is side-splitting funny. Every one of these people has been on the Fort Worth Roots podcast, so you can go back through the catalog and listen to them to see what you're getting into. But it's not just the performances that are going to get you out of the house. We have 11 local podcasters that are going to be at this event, hanging out, talking to people, passing out swag. We also have a vendor market put on by Mickey Wendell from the Artful Village. So there's going to be cool things to peruse and possibly purchase if you are so inclined. This is a free event, by the way. It's free to attend. Of course, you are going to have to pay money for the $3 beers that they're putting on special for you. Compliments of our friend Scott, the owner. What else is going on out there? It's all sorts of craziness. And if you'll go onto Facebook and find the event, you can find it easily by going to Fort Worth Roots Facebook page. Hit the going button. That way we know how many of these swag bags to put together for you. But it's the first time that Fort Worth Roots has done anything like this where we've put on an event. So we're really looking for your support. We basically put this entire thing together just to say thank you for listening to the show and being part of the success that we've had. And just celebrate the 100th episode. It's just an excuse to do something like this, and I'd love to meet you, so come hang out. And also part of the event is going to be the Fort Worth podcast scavenger hunt, and there's going to be details about that in the show notes. I went into great detail last week telling you all about this game that we're playing. And basically it's just a fun game that we put together that you can play in between all the podcasts that we've organized with here in the Fort Worth area. The Fort Worth Roots letter is H, and every other one of the podcasts that are playing the game has their own letter. Like I said, there's details in the show notes, but you just go to the other shows, you get your letters. Once you've collected them, it spells a phrase. You can bring that phrase to the event. You get a ticket, you put the code phrase on the ticket, put your name on the ticket, and then you'll be eligible for one of the prizes that we're giving away. Now, I'm anticipating that there's not going to be a huge participation in the scavenger hunt, but at the event, what we'll do is we'll draw for the scavenger hunt players first, and then if we still have some prizes left over, and we will, then we will draw more names. Everybody will have a ticket at the door. So fun for everybody. You do not have to play the scavenger hunt game, but I wish that you would, because it's a really fun way to find more awesome podcasts inside the Fort Worth area. The guys that are playing it, guys and gals, excuse me, it's probably you, the Funky Panther, the Jerry Jonestown Massacre, the Failed Podcast, Emo Otaku, I spell it out in the show notes, don't worry, Forever Reckless, Funky Town Podcast, Thanks for the Invite Podcast, Osos Colosos Podcast, Fort Worth Famous, and of course, we are playing the game too. Again, the letter for the Fort Worth Roots Podcast is H. If you'd like to play the game and listen, after you get a few of these letters, you're going to be able to probably guess the phrase, but don't do it. Don't guess, don't cheat. Go listen to these other podcasts. Get the letter from those shows, because that's kind of the point of the whole game, is to introduce you to these other awesome podcasters. So, and they will allegedly be there September 10th to hang out and kind of talk to people and stuff and just have a good time. I kind of tend to watch my language during the Fort Worth Roots podcast, but I do not want my guests to ever feel uncomfortable. In fact, if somebody is sitting there and you can tell they're struggling with whether or not they can say bad words, I might drop an F-bomb just to make them feel better. So, with that being said, this may not be the episode for the little ones, okay? Our episode this week is a recording that we took at the Funky Panther 100th episode party, where they asked me, your host of this show, Andrew, to go out to Panther Island Brewing and kind of interview them on their own show to celebrate their 100th episode. I could not believe they selected me for this, because these people literally know every podcaster in DFW. And out of everybody, they hit me up, said, Andrew, we'd like you to come out and interview us on our show for our 100th episode. So I got to say, big thank you, guys. Jesus, what were you thinking? But it came out great. The episode was incredible. It wasn't my fault. These guys are just hilarious. We had a great time out there. Shout out to Panther Island Brewing for allowing them to do this. I had nothing to do with the organization of this event. I just got to show up with my notepad. They already had their equipment set up. It was great. If you are listening to this episode and you want to see what's going on, you can head over to YouTube, type in Fort Worth Roots, and I'll have the video of this up for you so you can kind of see what's going on in the room, some crowd participation, and some ridiculousness that goes on. So the YouTube video for this one is going to be fun to watch. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fort Worth Roots podcast. Every single time you listen to one episode, it boosts our analytics and makes it easier for other people to find us. So thank you very much for being here. All right, that's enough talking out of me. Give it up for our guests today, Tim, Chad, and Javier, for their 100th episode recorded live at Panther Island Brewing. Let's start the show.
Just the tip.
Well, I mean, honestly, with that, I think we should just go ahead and kick it off.
It's a proper way to kick it off. Just the tip.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm not ready for the intro. You gotta give me some time. And now.
Okay, hang on. I'll give you a point.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the 100th episode of the Funky Panther. Coming to you live from Fort Worth, Texas. Coming to you live from Panther Island Brewing. We are here live in the brewery here on Panther Island at Panther Island Brewing, just outside of downtown Fort Worth. So glad to be here. We've got our buddy Andrew with us. You want to say hey, Andrew?
What's up, everybody? Andrew Turner, Fort Worth Roots.
So let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And we are
The
Funky
Panther! All right,
I'm
look,
sure
I gotta be
people don't
louder.
realize-
Yeah, okay.
I'm
See,
sure
there's
people
people
don't-
here.
I'm
There's
sure
people
a lot of people
here.
don't realize that we're broadcasting live right now.
No,
they don't.
They sure don't.
It's
They
have
do now.
conversations amongst yourselves, enjoy yourselves, and eat your food.
There's a sign here, Javier. They can't.
It says
miss
on
this.
there. Oh, yeah,
It
you're right.
said we were on air this whole
Yeah.
time, and never were we
Well, I
on air
mean,
until
we
now.
started a little bit late, but hey, we're
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We made it happen. You know what I mean?
We're here. We got beer. Get used to it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's how that goes.
That's how it goes.
anytime you're live in a place where you're not at your normal studio, you have a little bit of technical difficulties, but we kind of made it
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
We're live on Instagram. We're kind of live on YouTube, but we'll
We're actually
upload
doing
this
pretty.
later,
We're
too.
doing pretty good on YouTube right now.
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Okay.
And teamwork makes the dream work, or so I hear.
Awesome.
It's
And
perfectly
so
fine.
cheers, and thanks again to Panther Island Brewery. Thanks again to Joe over here.
Joe was
hooking
pivotal in
everything up.
this.
Oh yeah,
Joe
we
is
love our Joe, bro.
He is a doll. We love the man to death. He's oh my god.
Dang, she's not lying though.
I guess he's dumb as hell. I don't know. Did I hear the wrong thing? No, but we're very excited to be a part of everything. And thanks again for having us for our 100th episode. And man, hopefully we record here some more. We really appreciate.
Are you talking quietly? I feel like you're usually louder than this.
No, he's
Well,
talking.
we usually
fine.
have mics.
You don't have a
it's-
headset.
I don't have our
headset.
headset. So
Okay,
yeah.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, like I feel like I'm projecting. Am I not projecting?
I hope so.
Bro, you gotta project.
Again,
Project.
nothing but illustrious shows here. Nothing but illustrious locations we're at here for the Funky Panther. We only do the finest of places, and I'm sure you can hear Danger Zone in
So
the background.
before we get into it, let's cheers up. All right,
Cheers
we've
to the
got some
100th
nice
episode.
Panther Island Brewing beers here, and some nice Funky Panther TFP 100 cups.
What?
So
What?
come on.
Pass one down
Oh
to
yeah,
Tim
you didn't
for
get a
me.
cool cup. Sorry, bro.
Oh.
Sorry about you. So make sure you come on down if you're watching us live. Come on down to Panther Island Brewing. We're gonna be here till 10. So come check us out.
It's going to be a fun time. It's going
It's
to
gonna be a great time. So again, this is our 100th episode. I didn't actually. I don't know about y'all. I never thought we would get to this point. You know what I mean? Like
I
this
thought
is
we would.
I figured we'd
all
be at
hate each
200 by
other.
now.
Well, we do hate each other, but we're here.
And this is going to be very Jesus and Marrow-ish. We're going to be mediocre and then be kind of popular, Fort Worth famous. And then after that, go Hollywood.
Okay.
Have a great run for about 2 or 3 years.
Lots of cocaine.
It's gonna lots of
About
cocaine,
to
lots of
say.
hookers.
Javier is going to end up dead from
It's gonna-
cocaine.
I'm going
Oh,
to
yeah.
be dead
He's
from an
gonna do something
overdose
dumb, for sure.
And then of course the boys are going to break up because the fame got to their head. And
It's gonna be
the
a-
ghost of me is going to come back. And
Javier's gonna have like an Easy E type thing.
I'm going to
What?
come back like a Tupac hologram.
Just to be clear, the fame has already gone to my head. Y'all know that,
course
right?
it has.
Like, we haven't
Yeah,
even
absolutely.
left like inner Fort Worth, and
No.
like that fame is already all here, bro.
Yeah, that's true. It's a narcissism at its finest. Thank
Hey,
you, Chad.
someone's got to be. You know
Of
what
course.
I mean?
And we haven't been on in about like 2 or 3 weeks, so it's still kind of.
Do we want to talk about
I think
what's
we
been
need to
going on?
address the why we haven't been
I've
with the
got
people.
a lot of notes here, and it covers that.
Okay,
Just
okay,
so, you
we
know.
won't talk about it yet. Andrew
Y'all are-
from Fort Worth Roots is here with us, joining us this fine evening. We're kind of having like this turn of an
Hooray.
episode where we're not going to interview this time.
We actually
Andrew,
have nothing ready.
I had my iPad out and I was like ready to go, and I was like, oh, I have zero notes. I'm not doing anything.
Just like everything we do, it's unprepared. So
Luckily,
you know.
Andrew's got like a full ass like notebook.
It
of,
looks like the Yellow
questions
Pages.
and topics.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. I can't wait. But we've never. I mean, like we've been on a couple podcasts now, but we've never really been interviewed on our show. So this is kind of a.
I interviewed y'all one episode.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for whenever I took over the Hernandez cut.
Oh yeah. That
so
was forever ago.
That was
Yeah.
over a year ago.
I listened to that one. I was like one of 3 people.
Yeah, that one didn't get a whole lot of listens. But
No.
you know what?
he ain't lying.
It's good regardless. We were there. But yeah, so a little turn of events here on this particular episode. We're going to have Andrew interviewing us. He's got questions. He's got
Answers.
feedback,
What?
things. I don't know. I don't really know what
Topics.
you've topics to
Things.
prepared. I mean, I'm really excited about it. We've been hanging out with Andrew a lot recently. If you haven't checked out Fort Worth Roots, you really
Please don't
absolutely
spill that.
need to. He has got, when we talk about illustrious guests, he's got some fantastic guests that comes on his show.
The man has everyone from musicians, entrepreneurs like Tim Love, and local mayors from like the
And
mayor of
Betsy
River
Price.
Oaks and Betsy Price.
Yeah.
And, I heard he's going to have River Phoenix. I know he's dead, but he agreed to come on the show. But
Yeah. Don't know how you did it,
Andrew,
man.
It's a
Andrew
spirit
is
session.
an
We're going to have a
illustrious.
spirit box. I'm helping him out with that one.
Andrew's an illustrious person, and again, we have nothing but illustrious guests.
You
Not
guys are
only-
beautiful humans. Thank you.
Not only are we excited for you to be on, but you're gracious enough to come on and help us out with our 100th episode. So, man, appreciate
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Cheers to
I'm
you.
excited.
Coming
Again,
all over our
thank
faces.
you.
Thank you.
Wait,
So-
hold on.
I'm not
hold
cheersing
on.
to that,
What?
Javier. I'm actually here to keep you in line, sir.
Well, yeah.
Chad and Tim have been failing. I'm going to crack the whip.
He's got a reputation to uphold.
He does,
We
absolutely.
had no
Someone's
reputation.
got to. So,
We're fools here. We're, you know.
I think, honestly, at this point, I think we should just let Andrew just
Turn
run
it over.
Yeah, this is all you, baby.
Can
and
y'all
now
do-
it's the Fort Worth Roots podcast, I think.
Hooray!
Hello, friends. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Fort Worth Roots. This is a Fort Worth podcast covering our community's creators. You can find all of us favorite streaming services and social media by searching Fort Worth Roots.
Dang.
And that's the intro. I actually wrote that down so I didn't screw it up.
Hey, I added
I
some.
love it.
I added some
Fantastic.
kids cheering just now. For
Oh,
you. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. The
Thank
kids,
you.
the kids are here at the brewery. It's
I-
weird.
I actually love that thing. Like all y'all's little sound bits. And on the
Yeah, yeah,
Roadcaster,
yeah.
I have that.
Yeah.
Like the functions, the keys. And I don't use them
Oh, I'll have to
anymore.
show you what I've got a whole different
we're
setup.
gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
a whole day where you and I and Chad
Oh, man.
and Javier maybe sit down and we talk about the complicated intricacies of
Oh, I cannot
buttons
wait.
and whatnot.
Intricacies. He said it.
Hey, real
What's
quick,
up?
what do you think about our intro? These guys are trying to change our
I want
intro.
a new intro, man.
I'm glad
I
this
think
is
it's
happening.
just.
Chad queued me up that you guys are talking about changing the intro music. And let me tell you something. I'm not just saying this because you guys were nice enough to bring me on your show and we've been hanging out and I got to go to Glizzy Fest, which we're going to cover.
God damn it, man.
which we're going to cover in a minute.
Not the Glizzy Fest, but a Glizzy Fest.
I love y'all's intro music.
Okay. I mean,
I-
it's not that I
And,
don't.
and listen, okay, don't take my word for it. Poll your audience.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Take
we need
it
to do
to
that.
take it to a poll, and then Tim, Javier, you're going to see that you're wrong.
I will gladly take that to a stripper pole, and we'll see
Different
how
poll,
we'll
different poll.
see.
We can do it. We can
You
be
give them
near
enough
poll.
money,
Like,
they're
I-
gonna want to vote for you.
Y'all have an excellent intro.
So have
I
you
love
ever
it.
watched? Have you ever seen Good Mythical Morning? It's a YouTube video like show that these two guys do, but every season they started it's a variation of the theme song,
Sure.
but it's still the same theme song. It just has a little bit different sound to it.
Well,
And
this is-
I kind of want to go that route.
This is what I was thinking about doing for
Yeah.
mine because I love my intro music because it was actually given to me by a guest that I had on the show, Matt Tedeschi.
yeah.
And he heard me play the outro intro music that came standard with the Roadcaster. and in the video, you can see him. He's holding it, and he's kind of bobbing his head a little bit, and he goes, where'd you get this? He's a musician. He's
Yeah.
the bassist for Blue October.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and
Oh, no
so
shit.
I appreciate his opinion. I said, well, it came with the machine. He said, well, would you like to sample some of my music and use it for your show? And I was like, yeah. So that's where that came from.
I had no idea.
And so I love my intro music, but at the same time, I don't feel like it fits. Now, that's not really for me to decide. I don't feel like I'm going to have to
Yeah,
poll
yeah.
the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pull the
But
audience.
whenever I do that, I'm going to show them, here's what I want to replace it with, yay or nay, But I think with you guys, man, I love y'all's intro music. It is part of who y'all are. So I would hate to see
Well, we
that
already
go.
got one vote for don't change the music from longtime listener Corey.
Hey, what's up, Corey?
Corey.
Wish you were here, bud. Are you here? I don't know. I can't.
Corey might be.
There's a decent amount of
Corey,
people here
stand up.
already.
Yeah,
Corey,
there's a lot of people here.
if you're here, just come on
Shake a
over.
tree,
Come on
dude.
over
Corey in
here.
the chat.
So yeah, Corey says don't change it.
I say don't change it.
I mean,
Andrew says don't
Speaking of
change
Blue
it.
October, though, I'm actually going to be seeing them live.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent band. And I tell you what,
Yeah.
you'll never meet nicer people. They're
Yeah, yeah.
great dudes. So I hope you enjoy that event. I wish I was going with
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
but I need to see them play live.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been down to Austin and recorded in Orb Studios with Matt Nevesky, and it's just this
Nice.
peaceful, serene. It's a weird feeling walking into a place where you start getting a vibe just from the building.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's cool. And now I'm obsessed with recording studios
Dude, I love.
because of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Recording studios are pretty badass. All right. Anyways.
before we get too far into this, guys, I wanted to say thank you so much for the opportunity to interview you. This is a big honor, and I kind of said this earlier, but I am genuinely a fan of your show. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass, and I'll tell it to other people too. Y'all are the #1 show in Fort Worth, and I love listening to you guys while I'm at work. I try to stay up to speed with you. Y'all are always putting out goofy ass material, your videos, your Instagrams, whatever.
right.
But you guys are phenomenal, and
I really
I
appreciate
look
that,
to you
really
guys
do.
for support, but
Oh, dude,
inspiration
no.
as well.
I mean, seriously, like everything, we appreciate all the love, and the thing is, this happened because we wanted to hang out more and drink together, and we didn't expect this to happen. And to get to 100 episodes and to like meet more people like yourself and Sam and Robin, Lance, other Lance, Jordan. I mean, it's just,
I love Lance.
I love
y'all
both
know that
Lances
by now.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Because
just
of that
it
one
means
thing.
so much to like have the support of the community and to have that love. So I mean, for us to be here for the 100th episode, to have all our friends here,
Right.
to celebrate the episode, I can't tell you. I mean, I hate these guys. This
We
is the
know.
worst podcast.
Your
in
listeners
Fort
know.
Worth.
You literally,
No, I'm kidding. I love
you
these
literally went on TFTI and told the world
No,
how
no,
you
okay.
really felt.
guys. But these guys, I love these guys. I love being with them, and I spend more time with them than more my family really. And so to
Well, you don't
be
like
here,
your family either.
I love
You-
my
you told
family.
us that.
I fucking love my family. To be here for episode 100 and to be with you guys, to be with Andrew, I can't wait for the next 100 and beyond. It's not going to be. This isn't just a one-off thing. We talked about it before. We're going to like have more venues of
All
other
right.
podcasts.
All right, all right. Let the man talk.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I want to say one more thing, though. I appreciate your, being genuine and
I'm gonna let you
appreciating us
finish,
because
but-
we feel the same way about you. We really enjoy your podcast, and really do. You're doing fantastic things. And I
Way
also
better than us, also, by the way. I
Agreed.
just wanna
But
say.
like, we also have had so much love for this event. You know what I mean? Like, so many people have been posting like, hey, I'm going to be at the event. I can't wait to go to the event. There's a lot of people here. Even people that couldn't come tonight are posting like, I can't go, but come check it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so much love. So we appreciate everyone that, if you're a fan or just listening or watching or just Instagram friends with us, whatever, we appreciate you. It means so, so much.
I'm going to try something real quick. And
Okay.
I don't know how many people are paying attention, but I was going to take a little video, and then
Okay.
I can post this after we're done recording so people can see
Yeah,
kind of the inside of the place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, everybody. There it is.
It's like live on live Inception.
Yeah.
Like he's
Nice.
That's a
And
taking
there's-
video within the video.
Yeah.
that's the
It's-
thing, right?
it's- it's-
Video inside
it's
a
just
video
cool seeing
inside a
people
video.
on their phones and just like listening because we can't have the sound pumped on here.
I mean,
but,
we're gonna
it's
get to
still-
that level at some point.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
got ways.
It'll be,
All
it'll
right.
be fine.
So I'm gonna crack the whip and start
Yeah,
kind
let's
of
do it.
getting
Let's
us
do
in
it, man.
shape
Go
here.
for it.
All right.
All right, go
First
for it,
thing
go for
I
it.
wanted to get to is I have written down at the top of my book. How about this hot glizzy summer we're having?
Yes. How about it?
There's a lot implied there, and I
So
think
far,
you all
so
know what
good.
I'm getting into.
Yeah, for sure.
So far, that was
Very COVID-y.
it was a good idea whenever we
Very
did
COVID.
Those
it.
hot dogs tasted COVID-y.
You know, so for people that haven't seen the Instagram post video,
We all
y'all-
caught COVID from sharing hot dogs.
You're getting too many steps ahead of us, sir.
Come on, Javier.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who
I'm sorry.
put that video together? Did y'all do that, or was that Corks and Countdown?
No, so
Robin?
we had them film, but then Chad.
Yeah, you were part of the filming.
Right.
You were there. Everyone was there, but like I pieced the videos together. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So this video that y'all posted up, and I'm just going to describe this, and y'all can correct me if it doesn't come out right.
Okay.
You guys are shoving wieners in each other's mouths.
yeah,
No,
there
that's
was
an accurate description.
We're fingering them in.
Look,
our
that was-
throats.
that
We're
was
just
a-
fingering them in.
that was one part of the video, but there was
Right.
multiple layers. There's multiple layers.
There's a lot of layers.
There was a wiener toss.
Well said.
A wiener toss. There was
a wiener spit and swallow.
We spit in each other's mouths.
uh,
and just took 'em all
proper
in.
wiener form. We
parental
were showing that
advisory
at
is
some
going
point.
on
Yeah.
this
Right, I
episode.
know. Well, it usually does on ours.
No, it's going to happen.
I mean,
have
Okay.
yours here.
So yes, we were putting wieners in each other's mouth. Okay, you got us on that.
And y'all are going to have to share with me a video,
Yeah.
the clip, so I can add it to the
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
100%.
100%.
100%.
Got you.
Absolute bonkers. Okay, so the next step
You were
is
part of the whole thing. We appreciate you were there.
all I did was hold the weenie.
Hey, there it is.
I threw it.
That works. That's good enough for me.
So if you guys aren't watching the YouTube version of this, I'm going to put the clip that I'm describing up on the YouTube video as we're talking. It's just as disturbing as you might think.
Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna deep throat Go-Gurts.
Oh, please don't. Come on.
You know, I think y'all's food trick days might need just a short hiatus.
Yeah, let's put the brakes
Tim's
on
not
that.
even at
I'm not
100% yet.
100% anymore. Yeah.
So we had a great time at the
4th of July, yeah.
get together at your
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
and then put on by your illustrious parents.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Sure were.
Local news, though, they said there was a super spreader event. It was weird. I saw it all over
No, we are very fortunate that no one else got sick. It was just the 3 idiots.
Yeah.
They were spitting in, hot dogs in each other's mouths. So that's about it.
So
Hey,
the
what's
next
up, Mitch?
the next
Mitch
layer to
on the-
this
on deck.
is you all got sick from the stunt.
We
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
Allegedly. You don't know for sure, but I mean,
will say
All right,
worth it.
I'm
it's
gonna
like
say-
all 3 of you were making out
I'm
to
going to
get it
say
at the same
that
time.
Chad
so-
had it. Chad is. I'm going to say Chad was the one.
He's patient zero.
No, that's not true.
He
at all.
got sick before either one of us did.
But I also
He
got
did,
over it.
absolutely he
no,
did.
I just get sick quick. I get sick and over
This
it.
motherfucker
I got
gave it
sick
to us.
faster. I got over it faster.
Fuck you, Chad Butler.
No, don't even
Fuck
put
you.
that bad juju on
We
me,
need
Ricky
a
Bobby.
doctor. Is
So-
there a doctor in the house? Do we have
More
a
like
PhD
Cockter,
at least?
piece of shit. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so I had
Yes.
individual segments for you guys. Tim, I wanted
Okay.
to talk to you about kind of your experience working your way forward up until now, but I have you pegged as the guy that seems like the cool cucumber. You're always maintaining the same tempo.
Ah, man. Used to that was not the case. I would say in my younger years, I was the one that had like the fly off the handle, hot temper, just 100% like yeah. Now as I've gotten older, though, ripe old age of 36, I seem to have calmed down quite a bit. I still have my moments, but yeah, I think between the 3 of us, nobody's as wild as this guy.
Yeah, we'll get to him in a minute.
Yeah. So I'll give you that.
Let
I
it
am,
be known that
yes.
he pointed at me.
We know. Everyone knows. There doesn't
They
need to
knew.
be an arrow.
They immediately knew they were pointing
Holy
at
fuck,
Javier.
it's Lou Charles. Lou Charles
Jesus
just walked
Christ.
in the door.
Celebrities in the
Jesus
building.
Christ, it's Lou Charles.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
Is that Lou
Jason Bourne
Charles?
/ Lou Charles.
I've been meaning to talk to Lou.
Yo, what up, Lou?
Oh
Charles
my
I
just
get kind of
God.
starstruck because he's
Everybody
here.
is
All right, calm
starstruck.
it, act like you've done this before.
Ladies
man.
and gentlemen, he's wearing a white
Everybody's fucking showing
t-shirt,
up
Everyone
tonight.
popping up.
backwards
Holy
black ball
shit.
cap.
We
Oh,
need
that
to
might be
pump this
green.
on the damn
Okay,
sheet.
shut up. All right. Anyways,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
let's continue on.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So yes,
We're on Tim now.
I think I think that would be an accurate description of me now.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, no,
Yeah.
not at all.
And so you were an EMT.
I still am.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
you're still a certified EMT, but you got behind a desk now, so your hours have kind of solidified.
Yeah.
Not such a crazy schedule anymore.
Correct.
And so that
correct.
afforded you the opportunity to go back to school, or had you already started that?
No, yeah, I was planning on going back to school regardless, but this really just kind of solidified it to where like, yes, this is something that I can do. It gave me the time in the evenings to actually focus on that. Where as I didn't have that before with my schedule.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of weird though. It's kind of weird going back.
Yeah. Excuse me. It's not what you think.
Not
Don't get it
again.
twisted.
Chad, you
Super
seem.
Spurvin Part 2.
I'm moving on to Chad. Chad, you
Okay.
seem like more of a parental figure. You're kind of the CEO of Funky Panther, a little more business up front, party in the back.
That's about accurate,
You kind of steer the ship.
yeah. Does it feel that way?
He tries to.
Yeah, this thing is going
It-
off
Look.
the rails usually.
Yeah,
He tries to steer the ship,
I do my best.
but usually the crew has a mutiny.
Yeah, oh, totally,
sure.
100%. Yeah.
It's like herding cats on a ship,
Hold up.
in an
Herding
airplane
cats.
somehow. Yeah, it's like all the things.
Actually, he's right. He's
Now,
right.
if I have your positions kind of mislabeled here,
Heyo.
you can correct them.
No,
I don't
okay.
want to mislabel.
I think he
anybody.
is 100% business.
Yeah.
But like
He's the brains.
He's
He's
the
the
one. He's the
brains.
one who try. He's a driving force. Like he's the one
Yeah.
who like makes us do stuff.
right. Yeah.
That's why they hate me so much. I don't want to, Dad.
Like whenever we
Right,
got COVID,
right.
when he got COVID, he was the first one to say, "Oh, I feel so much better now." And me and Tim were like fucking dying. We're like, "Man, fuck you, motherfucker!" Like he's
Look,
he was
I-
all like, "Oh, look at me, I'm gonna go out.
I
now.
heal
I'm gonna go to a
quickly.
fucking
What, you gonna
baseball
hate on
game."
me for it?
Fuck you. It was just jealousy though because he was able to like go out and do shit.
Yeah, but I would agree though. I think he's like more of the he's more the driving force when it comes to like we need to have a bigger social media presence. We need to have this. We need to do this.
Yeah.
Whereas
He's the Panther and the Funky Panther.
I would no.
Yes.
He's the
he's-
Panther.
he's the-
I'm the Funky and you're the V.
Come
Well,
on, bro. I also make it
you're-
out to all the events.
Now,
You
in
do.
my
I'm
phone,
also out all the time.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
that's why you got
in
COVID.
my phone, I have
It's,
Chad
was the-
saved as Chad Funky.
Hey.
No.
Tim,
no,
when
no.
I get Tim's number, it's going to be Tim Panther, and then you're going to be the Javier. The Javier.
I'll take that.
I like it. I like
You're
the
the-
way.
I love
it. I
I
love
spent
it.
time thinking about how I was going to divvy that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it just sounded right.
I like it.
You know,
I'm here for it.
right now my anxiety's going through the roof because
and
now all these people are
Chad,
starting
I
to
don't
show
know
up.
if you get into this much on the show, but what is your professional life like outside of the podcast? What are you doing during the day?
I mean, I work from home, a normal like 8 to 5. Pretty legit job. I've been with the company I've been for like 11 years.
What industry?
Technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very broad.
Yeah. I keep it that way.
Okay, that's all right. No, I don't want to
Like
get
you
into
said,
he's being modest.
Professional
Yeah.
up front and in party in the back.
He works.
Right.
He works in the porn industry.
Right. Well, I figured you with your mustache would fit that bill. But
Right.
I used to. I tried to be the talent, but
You probably what?
I tried to be the talent, but yeah,
Didn't
Try.
measure up?
nah,
trying.
sure didn't.
Okay, Javier, we're on to you now.
Uh-oh.
What do we
Oh,
say
okay.
about you? The show would be very incomplete without your bullshit.
Yeah,
Facts.
that sounds about right.
You're the life of the party, man.
You know what? It's just they say the loudest person on the mic is the weakest, and I have to agree. I'm 100%. Like this is just a front. This is.
I wouldn't say you're the weakest. I think that you're the most. You're probably the most complex.
Well, yeah, you know, and
Did you
it's
say complex?
Yeah, he's very. He's a complex individual.
It's
Like an onion.
You know, it
Or like an ogre.
He's like an
I
onion.
can't really. It's,
Multiple
it's-
layers.
It's like, I don't know, man. I'm fine. I'm all right in small doses. So,
Well, I will say this. The first time we like legit hung out was at Corks and Cowtown. Help me out. What was that event? we were at?
Podcast and PBR.
Podcast and PBR. Yeah.
Okay.
Was that the one? That we
Yeah,
talking about the one downtown?
Yeah, that's it. And I
Yeah.
will tell you this, Chad, Tim, I'm not going to put any shade on you, but Javier's the only one that gave me a hug.
Well,
all right, hang
it
on.
was a sweaty hug.
So I want to.
Yeah.
I want to ask
it
you.
was a
God.
moist hug.
I want to ask you this.
Okay.
So the first time that I met you,
we.
I'm saying I, but we all did.
This
Right.
is a fun story.
So I didn't recognize. I didn't know you.
Well, why would you?
Right. So exactly. No.
That's rude.
True.
So, but here's what I want to know: Did you do that on purpose? Were you trying to gauge are these guys cool? Are they going to handle this well? And if they don't,
So-
they're out.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered either way. However y'all reacted was fine.
Yeah.
But the reason I did what I did was I have imposter syndrome kind of with everything that I do.
Okay.
I don't like
I've
being
said
underfoot.
that.
I don't like
Yeah.
About him?
So
About me, about us.
I have a problem with walking into a place and being like, "Hey, I'm with Fort Worth Roots," or "I'm the host of Fort Worth Roots," or so. Whenever I walked up and talked to you guys, I decided I wanted to do that as a fan. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
walked up, talked to you about your show. That's all I cared about. I didn't want to tell you about my show. My purpose for walking up on you guys was to talk about Funky Panther.
And you
So,
did. And
I
we.
did.
So we to go back to kind of what happened.
And y'all gave me stickers.
Yeah, we were at Arts Goggle, and Andrew comes up. He's like, "Hey, I'm a
yeah.
fan. I listened to y'all. I'm pretty upset at you because you didn't. We had like a week off. We had a week off. He's like, I'm upset that y'all took a week off because I was planning on listening and
Right.
whatever." And J.O. is just giving us the hearts look. Oh, he's so sweet.
I
He's
love
in
his
love.
hat, by the way. Look at
He's
his
in
hat.
love.
I fucking love it.
So yeah, we see Andrew. He's talking about how he's this big fan, and we're like, oh man, this means so much. And really, we talked about this for days. We're like, God damn, that guy was so nice. We gave him stickers, and then we see him at the podcast and PBR event, and I'm like, why does he looks familiar? And I was like, hey, I'm Chad. He's like, we met before, and I was like, have we? And he's like, yeah, I met you at Arts Goggle, and then all the dots started connecting, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He was the guy, the fan. He was that guy. You were that guy.
And then I didn't feel as cool because
Oh no!
I'm just kidding. I'm just
I didn't
kidding.
mean to rob you.
No,
of
no,
that.
no, I'm just kidding. No, it
'Cause
was
like I said, sincerely a fan. And whenever
Well,
I started looking for local podcasts, it took me a while to kind of work up the nerve to integrate and to reach out to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then whenever I finally did, I can't remember now who it was, but I reached out to a few different podcasters, and I got the door slammed in my face. So I'm like, well, is that the way it's going to be? I don't have any interest in connecting with these podcasters.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys turned it around for me. Y'all are the first ones that I met that were like, hell yeah, man, what's up? How are you? Here's some
Nice.
stickers. Thanks for listening to the show. Y'all were super cool. So it changed my opinion.
Little baby
There's a
running
baby.
around.
This
No, that was
place is
Javier.
awesome.
If you're listening, that was just Javier screaming.
Tim, stop biting Javier's nipples. But anyway,
But they're they're tasty.
I felt like that was a cool first encounter.
Little pepperonis.
It was a good story. You know what
Oh,
I
I'm
mean?
sorry. Bolognas. They're like the size of silver dollar
Absolutely.
pancakes.
All right. Hey, I went back and I listened to the earlier episodes today
I'm
while I was
sorry.
at work.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No. You guys, you didn't disappoint. You guys didn't just get good around episode 100. You guys, no. Wait for the punchline. No. I'm serious. You didn't just now get good. You've been good. I went back to episode 50, and you guys sounded great. And you've kind of
appreciate it.
kept the same format the entire time. But my question to you guys is, what changes have y'all seen occur within the show that just kind of happened? Like, y'all didn't plan for it, but because of one thing or the other, or maybe an outside influence, y'all made changes to your show from like episode 1 to now?
I would say from episode 1.
And just hit the high notes. We don't have to go through all 100.
No. Let me tell you, episode 1 was recorded through a PA system that our buddy had.
Yeah.
Right.
Ran into my phone that was then in GarageBand.
With microphones duct taped to cups.
Yes, because we didn't have stands or nothing, man.
Did that work?
Also, we recorded like 2 hours, and we were really drunk. And then we went back and listened to it. Our buddy Roy was on there, and then he was like, "I gotta go." And so we're like, "Hey," we listened to it. We're like, "Man, this is trash."
We had too many people.
We did have too many people. Well, that's
Really, just
we
dropping
evolved. We
Roy was
evolved.
the only thing. That was the best. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was the best thing. That's the best thing we could do.
Such
Right.
an asshole. He's only saying that because Roy's here. Love you, Roy.
No. No. It evolved from something quick. We're like, we listened to it. We're like, man, this isn't good. Let's just bang out a quick 30, and then we'll post that. And that ended up being episode 1. And so after that, we really didn't have a constant recording schedule because we were busy with work. And then of course, we were doing like one episode a month, right? For like the first 5 episodes.
We
And
started
then
around COVID too, so it was a kind of hard start. Yeah.
COVID, like we record that one of the episodes we recorded was the day that everything was shutting down, and it was National Margarita Day, and me and Chad were trying to go to like different spots to find margaritas, and we couldn't because everything was closed.
It was like right when things were shutting down. It was a weird time to start the podcast.
I think to answer your question though, things that just changed was instead of blowing our load completely like we did in our first episode,
Nailed it.
we started deciding that maybe we should just like pick a topic. And let's just like have a loose topic and let's stick with that format. And then from there we evolved to where we actually had like our show notes that have everything broken down.
Yeah.
And it was just a natural, like very natural progression. After we listened to it a couple of times, listened to how we talked, we were like, we got to be a little bit more structured.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to be so structured that we lose that like personal, personality, right?
Well, you nailed it, and you're right. Y'all have a structure to it that a lot of people don't. You get a lot of people out there podcasting. Y'all know just as well as I do. There's no cost of entry for this. Anybody can be a podcaster.
Right.
So you get a lot of, buddies sitting around just talking shit into a microphone and calling it a podcast.
Yeah.
But you guys took the steps to make sure that it was an actual production. And it
Javier,
shows
shut
up.
up, man.
Stop biting his nipples, Tim. It shows up in the end product, man.
Man,
So
we appreciate it.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you guys are doing great.
Thanks, man.
What other big changes in the show? I know that I met your friend from Egypt that was on the show for a little while.
Zeus.
What was his name? I'm so sorry.
Zeus.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Well,
Jesus. Hey, Zeus.
it was kind of like he when he left, it left like a void where
We could
Chad
fill it real
didn't
easily.
have to like wrangle 2 fucking cats in because it was just me and Jesus like feeding off of each other's energy.
Yes.
And so,
It
it
was
was
a shit show.
So
I miss the son of a bitch like always being on the show because he was like compared to him is like the comedic relief is just
because
crazy.
of Zeus going away,
Yeah.
Zeus wanted to go in every show and just wing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his whole thing. Like, we don't need to
don't
talk
need
about the show.
notes.
Let's just wing it. Let's
As
just
soon
wing
as he
it.
left, I
Let's just
took
wing
that
it.
as like an entry. It's like, gentlemen, we are no longer winging this. We are going to have notes. We're going to have a topic. We're going to do things now.
And
So
what episode was that around when he left?
I would say,
It
was
wasn't
it around
20,
12 or a little bit before that?
Oh,
We
okay.
tell people don't listen before 12 because it was just horseshit.
I
Like,
told
it was
someone today,
garbage.
don't listen before 20. Like after 20, just listen. Listen to the next 80.
Yeah.
It's fucking. It's fine.
Well, on my top 10, I know you guys track your analytics, and you probably noticed that You've got 9 episodes that people legitimately enjoy,
Yep.
but one of your number one episodes is always going to be your first episode.
Well,
Yep.
well, and
People
I
want to
know
see where you came from, how well you've progressed.
Yeah.
You know?
our biggest episode is "It's Too Late to Apologize," and that was the show after JOE, and because
We had to apologize.
we had to apologize because I told somebody this
that
too.
shit was straight fire.
Because it was straight, and I
still
with it.
fucks with that
I
episode.
Oh,
for
God.
sure.
Okay, I've heard this episode.
But
No,
that's
I
our.
remember.
I think that has over like 700 listens.
Yeah, it's got
and
quite a
so
few.
it's it's funny.
That's
I don't
great.
know why it's
That's
like
great.
that, but
You guys, y'all have been friends for a really long time. I know y'all have quantified it and told me when y'all all met. But,
Yes.
Has the dynamic of y'all's friendship changed outside of the show? I mean, from
Well-
whenever y'all started to now, do y'all feel either, I don't know, closer?
we each had moments where we were apart from the group, and so Tim for like 6 years, I think, right?
Yeah, I read about
6 years he was like away from all of us, and
Yeah.
and the same with me, but it was because of crippling depression. And so I wouldn't be around the group as much as they would. So whenever Tim came back, it kind of like, honestly, it brought everyone together just about. And I think y'all went to college out of state, or you went to A&M.
not out of
at
state.
the time. and-
It's in the state of Texas. If you,
It's a big fucking state.
You know our
But,
state, right? Like, you know where we live?
But I mean, it was just like we
If we were
came
in
back
Europe, you'd
together.
have been
like,
in a different
I want to
country.
say like 10 years ago, we all just decided to like hang out more, and we were in the same paths as we were in each other's path. Not like, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. The beer's kind of flowing pretty
I will
good.
say, okay, so I will say this. Like, we
It
did this as
sounded
a
endearing.
reason. We did this
I don't
as a
make- I
reason
don't
to
make
hang
any
out,
sense.
right? Like, we did
Yeah.
this so that
Yeah.
we had a reason to hang out, and then it became a once-a-week thing.
Get
And
away
I
from
will
the
say that
wives.
We have done so much, like going to concerts with the musicians that we've been able to meet, and like going to events with people that we've been able to meet.
Right.
And so I feel like we see each other, maybe not Tim so much, but like Javier and I, like 2, 3, 4 times a week sometimes. Sometimes it becomes a little too much. Like sometimes I feel like we both need a break from each other every now and then, but we both, we all still love each other. So I do think that the things have changed a little bit, but the love for each other has not at all gone away.
No,
Like we
no.
love hanging out with each other. Sometimes it's too much, but we still love hanging out.
Well,
with each other.
we argue every now and then, and it's not nothing serious. But I mean, again, at the end of the day, we're still in love with it. It's not a job. It's
Yeah.
not like
look,
tedious to do.
it is a job.
It is a job.
There's days that Chad gets so pissed off at us. Chad will get so pissed off at us because like we didn't answer, we didn't talk to him on the text message, or we didn't do this, or we didn't do that, or whatever, and then he's just like, well, fuck you guys, basically. That happens. It happens, but it's not all the time. I said sometimes. So.
But we have things to do. I mean,
Yeah,
it is clear
I
that
know.
this is kind of a job, and we do have things to do. And I mean, like, we have done really good, I think. I feel like we've done pretty well at making it what we have made it up to this point. You know what I mean? And some of that comes with putting a little bit of work. That's it.
Well, it's just, I think after Jesus left, that's kind of where the dynamic happened, where
Yeah.
we were having to be organized and plan segments and, like, make sure we stayed on each other, and I mean them staying on me, like, making sure we're not
This is
off
getting
topic.
weird.
And
Yeah, I
it's
know,
just-
right? This is not the glizzy thing
Hey,
again, by the way.
before we get off of Jesus, I got to say I met him. Really cool dude.
Yeah.
And now I have a place to stay in Egypt.
Did you
Yeah,
say
oh, yeah.
Anytime.
get off on Jesus?
Get off on Jesus.
Got it. Okay, yeah.
Before we
We've
get
all done
off
that.
the subject off Jesus.
Yeah,
Right.
got it.
The
Okay.
beers are flowing.
Yeah, they are. They are. I'm going to go see him in Egypt here in a couple of weeks with my parents, and I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, but you got to be back in time to see. I've already forgot their names. This week's episode.
Huh? Oh, yeah, Washed Up Rookie and Milky Beats. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they said they're performing actually on
Like
August
the
20th,
20th,
which is my
yeah.
birthday. Send me some beer. No big deal.
Nice.
So I will be back. I'll be
Just
gone from August 5th through like August 19th.
Just don't fuck around with your plane ticket or
Oh, yeah.
pre-check or
No.
whatever you got to do. Make sure you're on that plane.
Oh yeah, I'll be there for sure. Yeah.
And they try to cancel your flight. You just jump in the pilot seat. You
No.
Say
no.
what?
I've listened to 9/11 documentaries.
Okay,
and
we're
you
not going
cannot
here.
do
Yeah.
that.
Back to you,
nope,
Andrew.
Nope, we're not doing that. We don't need the guys in the black suits showing
no.
up. What do you guys want to see for some future goals with the podcast?
Have bigger profile guests. Maybe have the mayor. Maybe have a candidate running for something. Just to see, we're not a politics podcast,
I was
but we
about
love
to say,
hear.
do y'all get in?
We just love to hear,
not really.
good stuff. I mean, but I want
My degree is international politics.
Say that again.
My degree is international politics.
Oh,
That's what
really?
my degree's in, yeah.
And I was a poli-sci
Okay,
major.
he just started, so
I was a poli-sci major in college.
He's a doctor, sir.
Yes.
I mean, hell, maybe we can have like Keanu Reeves on one day, or
See what I can do.
Shaq. I want to have Shaq's in the.
Shaq
We can
bought
do
a
that.
house
I
in
know. I
North
heard you
Texas.
talking about
Yeah,
that.
like-
You're the reason I know that.
I
Like,
think
I
we all
want-
agree.
yes.
The idea would be for us to be able to get some very high-profile guests. I think I said this on Osos Golosos when I was on a couple of weeks ago. It's like it would be so cool to have musicians or events coming through Fort Worth, and when they're like, how do I promote this? It's like, well, you got to go to the Funky Panther. You know what I mean? Like that would be goals. That would be having people on that are coming from out of town that are not just Fort Worth famous, but they're like nationally known,
Yeah.
that want to come in and come on into our shitty little studio in Javier's bedroom.
Which shouldn't be a problem for
Hey,
Shaq, right?
yeah.
Look.
High ceilings, right?
So
No problem.
I think you're the one who said a lot of musicians that you've interviewed. A lot of the musicians that you've interviewed, they've said that if they could just make it to where that's their job,
Right.
They don't. I mean, who cares if you're internationally known or whatever?
Yeah,
or
they
famous?
just want to be able to live on and eat off of it.
Right.
you know?
So if I could do that and live and eat off of something like this,
Oh, yeah,
then
that'd be
that would be a goal.
that's every
Yeah.
creator,
Yeah.
man. That's your artists. That's your authors. Your musicians.
Yeah.
The goal is to be picked up by Barstool. Barstool.
Yeah.
If we get picked up by
There's a
Barstool, fuck
goal.
everybody. We're moving to fucking New York or fucking LA. I don't
What?
give a fuck.
No.
I'll do fucking.
Listen to that.
Austin.
Listen
I'll
to
do
that.
one bite challenges.
How quick the man sells
I'll
out.
do one bite. I told you. I said we'll be local. We'll be Fort Worth famous, and we're gonna go Hollywood, and then I'm gonna
But
overdose
listen,
on drugs.
we could still record
So
for Fort
I
Worth.
said
We
that.
could be nationally famous and create this
Fuck
Fort
no, what do
Worth.
we got? We got cows here.
Wow.
Do you know what you're
Wow.
sitting on a gold mine, sir? This
I'm
is Fort Worth,
kidding.
Texas,
I agree.
the most
I
dynamic
love- I
city
love
in the
Fort Worth.
U.S.
I love this city.
Inside the
Fastest
11th
growing.
largest county in the United States.
Have you
I mean,
noticed?
You're in the
Have you noticed?
epicenter
He
of
has
success.
he has a way of just like shitting all over the good things in life.
But hey, that's,
Have you seen my shirt?
that's Javier.
Look at my shirt. I have all these little
Oh
Texas.
shit! I didn't even realize.
And I got
It's a
the
little
fucking
Texas.
state flag on the back of my shirt.
I thought that was like Chile or something. Okay.
No, what?
It is beautiful. There are these tiny little Texas border
looking
lines,
shirt.
the silhouettes, all over his shirt.
Good looking shirt.
Shout out to Roebuck.
right.
Hopefully sponsor us. They got really good products.
Let's get off your sponsorships. Hold on
Anyone
a
need a
second.
beer?
I'm good, I'm
Old
good.
Joe Bro's asking for beer run. Wanted a beer run.
Actually,
I'll take a blonde.
Joe goes Malone. Goes Malone? Yeah, thanks.
We love you.
Goes Melon.
Oh, goes
Goes-
Melon.
goes
Yeah,
Melon?
that's
Yeah.
right.
No
sorry.
suing here, baby.
Tim,
No intellectual
how have
property.
I sounded on the mic? Am I like
You're
brushing
good. No,
into
you're-
it or
you're-
anything?
you're perfect.
I felt my face hair kind of
It's okay.
caress it.
It's okay.
All right.
These
so,
mics are fantastic.
so I had Chad. Chad sent me over some topics that I wanted to find out what you guys wanted to talk at.
Oh, boy.
You know, I'm,
Okay.
I'm new at this. I've never
yeah.
done live before, by the way. I'm sweating my balls off, stressed out, because I always have the opportunity to edit.
Right.
So not that this is a big deal, because you
Right.
just surrounded me by a bunch of strangers
Yeah, no
and
big
screaming
deal. There's
children.
like 100 people here. No big
I don't
deal.
have headsets on for the first time ever,
Yeah.
so I'm good.
It's
I'm
good to
calm.
get out your side of your comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get an award after this, right? All right, so Tim, your subjects that Chad shared with me were conspiracy theories and world facts.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So let's dive into
All right.
those conspiracy theories, but be careful.
All
Remember,
right.
no black suits.
Okay. So, thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
All right.
Love you.
I don't think
Thanks, bud. Thank you.
the biggest one for me is the Kennedy assassination.
Okay.
I don't think that Lee Harvey Oswald was acted alone. I think he was part of it. I think he was a patsy.
I'm a little bit disappointed in you because that is such an obvious.
I know it's such an
con
obvious
job.
one. All right. Let me.
But you're right, and I don't want to discredit that. It's just I think very highly of you. So I need
So,
you to come with the
all right.
real
So I've
conspiracy
got
stuff.
all right. So I've gotten on this. I've gotten on this
Chat.
like
Chat.
TikTok.
Oh, I see.
There's different like areas of TikTok that you can end up on, right?
Are you
This
in
is
the
a
are
white
you,
people thing
Are you in
because
the
I don't know
black
what the
web?
fuck-
TikTok?
Yeah, I really am. So
Javier, don't fuck with that.
I'm sorry.
there's been a lot of stuff about the moon landing here recently.
Well, yeah. That
And-
movie, what was the movie that just came out about the moon being hollow and there's aliens in it? And it was,
So-
Oh shit, that was actually a pretty good movie.
Have
it
you-
was. I
It was
liked it.
weird, but it was pretty cool.
Have you heard that? So Buzz Aldrin apparently clicked over to the medical channel that wasn't being recorded and said, "These spaceships are huge." And there's a guy that was on that channel in NASA that says, "This is what happened." He said there were spaceships. They were all lined up around the crater, sitting
I
there
have
watching
never
it.
heard
Oh
this.
yeah, dude.
You've heard this?
No, I've
No,
never
no.
heard this.
Oh,
So
Tim
yeah,
sometimes just sounds like he's making shit up.
I wish I was, but like,
I don't know if it's the beer, but I'm very bored right now.
there's a guy.
So are your listeners. Quit it.
Shut up. There's a guy. There's a guy that there's a guy that's saying that he was in the room whenever that was said, and
Damn.
he's wrote a book about it. But yeah,
Now, where was this recorded at? You said the Weather Channel?
no NASA. Like
The
so.
Weather Channel?
Oh, NASA.
Yeah, so
I heard
NASA.
Weather Channel. I don't know.
So whenever he clicked over to a different channel on his radio that wasn't being broadcasted live or whatever or recorded.
Yeah.
It was the medical channel.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
medical channel.
And he said that. So I don't know.
I think it's the beer, man. Honestly, I think
No,
Javier-
it's not. It is
Javier
just
just can't
it's not a
handle
great
it.
conversation Tim's stirring up right now. I'm
Shut
not
up.
loving it.
Shut up.
All right.
Robin would appreciate it. I'm just gonna say, Robin.
Weird
Robin
facts. Tim,
Wood.
go. Weird facts.
I'm so fucking bored with the goddamn conspiracy theory.
We'll
talk.
get
Okay,
to
we
you,
get it.
Javier. We'll get to
Let's
you
talk
in a
As
about
soon
moment.
as it becomes
strippers
not about
and-
Javier, he gets bored. We
and
apologize.
steaks.
We
It's against-
apologize,
Try
everybody.
the earlobes. Try rubbing the earlobes. There you go.
My favorite fact is it's against the law to have dildos in Texas.
Is that true?
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
stores that sell them.
Right,
Sodomy
they're-
is
they're-
also legal.
Oh, they're
in some
personal
states.
massagers. I remember that
and,
episode.
and adult novelties. Yeah, they're just
Okay.
novelties. Yeah,
I remember you
that's one of my
talking about
favorite.
this.
It's such a random thing that
This
it's
is like the fourth episode you've brought this up on.
Yeah,
now,
it's
because
such
I've
a-
heard you talk about this several
It's like,
times.
it's like Javier's Kanye story.
Oh,
Hey, you know
Sex-
that
No,
Kanye-
no, no,
you know
no,
that
no,
Kanye
should've
is
said
Childish
it.
Gambino,
Should've
right?
said it.
sex toys are important,
sure.
right? They're important, and
They
the
can
fact
also double as a defense mechanism. in case of
Exactly.
a robbery.
If you've seen everything,
Wobbly
everywhere
sausage,
all at
wobbly
once,
sausage.
Someone off with that
you
thing.
can use
I mean,
those
be-
as weapons.
whatever.
Look.
You know what I meant.
You know what you said.
I hear that if you die by blunt force trauma from a dildo, they don't let you into heaven.
Is that how do you
They
know
don't
that?
let you into heaven?
I've heard that.
Is that a weird fact
Those
you know
are
as
the
well?
reverse rules of Valhalla.
Is that like if if a certain religion
Valhalla is?
if a certain religion eats pork on accident,
Right.
their soul is forever condemned.
Correct,
Right?
correct.
So in the Christian faith, you're saying
Yes.
if you were beaten to death by
Yes,
a
same-
personal massager,
St. Peter says, no, you can't come in.
and there's our sound bit.
Yeah.
You had a vibrator, you can't
Nailed it.
come in.
All right, Javier.
Mark it.
Here's what Chad sent me that you wanted to talk about. I got steaks, music. Please keep this partially PG-13 and sexual stuff. Yeah, I
didn't say
know.
sexual
Just
stuff.
FYI, this episode's also going on the Fort Worth Roots. I don't know if you know this, but keep it,
No,
you
no.
know,
I can do
slightly
magic.
PG-13.
I can do it magic. I can do the magic.
Put some marijuana. Okay, all right.
And
All right,
there it
let's get
goes.
going. All right. Ask away, buddy.
They'll stay in.
We're
You just
waiting,
asked.
Javier. You were bored a minute ago while
Yeah,
Tim
he
was
asked- he
sharing
said,
his conspiracy
Talk about
truths.
steaks,
Steaks.
steaks, music, and sexual
All right.
stuff.
So what about steaks? Come on.
Steaks are delicious.
Nailed it.
If you get them at Buck's Cabaret, they're cooked really well.
Shout out to Bucks.
Is
shout
that
out
true?
to Buck's Cabaret.
I've heard you say
yeah,
that quite a bit.
They actually have a good steak.
They have
steak
a great
lunch.
steak and baked potato.
Now you gotta
and
understand.
now they have steak and lobster. So go check out Buck's Cabaret. We will be sponsored by them soon.
They're doing really well on their social media.
very
I've been,
great on
I've been
their
liking
social
their
media.
content. It's been good stuff.
So check out Buck's Cabaret.
They
I gotta
sometimes
check that out.
They
Rick's
sometimes
Cabaret
join us
isn't too
live.
bad also.
Nice.
They sometimes
Rick's-
join live, not
Rick's
on here, but like
Cabaret.
on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll join our live every once in a while.
Nice.
The,
What's the hold up, Ricks? Get with the program. Sponsor
We're
the
gonna
best
call
show
Rick
in Fort
specifically.
Worth.
Call Rick up.
Rick's has
What does Rick
Cirque du
say?
Soleil dancers going over there.
No way.
Yeah, so check them
Is that
out.
true?
That
Yeah,
can't be
yeah.
true. It's just one of these
I love
conspiracy
those
theories of
shows.
Tim's.
More ball picks. Does that say more ball picks? That is more ball picks.
The
Yeah.
monitor's
More-
too far away.
Okay,
Just
sorry.
Back to the subject, my dude.
Music. I
Whoa,
met
wait,
Childish
wait, whoa.
Gambino and Kanye West.
Can we hold just a second? Because you're talking about how good the steaks are
Yeah.
at a strip joint.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Lonesome Dove?
Oh my
No,
God.
no,
Their
no.
steak
Okay.
is bomb.
I don't need to.
Okay.
I don't need
That-
to.
That's why you think Rick's has good steak.
They have
The steak
good
at-
fucking
at,
steak.
Have you ever been to B&B Butcher?
Now, in fairness, I haven't been to Rick's to have steak either. What
I used
what'd you
to-
say, Tim?
B&B Butcher. Have you ever been there?
Where are they at?
Clear Fork. Down off the Clear Fork area.
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude,
Pretty
good steak.
good, huh?
Yeah, I haven't had Lonesome Dove yet though. So
You
One day.
guys,
One day.
Chad, have you been?
What? Lonesome Dove?
Yeah.
The steak is phenomenal.
We got to take these nerds. They have no
Yeah,
idea.
for sure.
Y'all,
It is
y'all haven't
absolutely
even
amazing.
ever had a steak. You're in the junior leagues. We're going to take you to
I
varsity.
will like to say that it is probably the best steak I've ever had. However, for $5 and some legs, you know what I mean? Like, you can't go wrong with bucks.
No,
I'm just
you
saying.
can't.
$8.
I'm just saying.
$8.
Yeah. I mean,
So
how
they
much is a
usually
steak
have,
at
like,
Tim
eggs
Love's
and-
spot?
legs
Like
and eggs.
$80?
And
You're,
so,
So-
you're going to pay what it's worth. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
my buddy Mike right there. Mike.
okay.
Love you,
Anyway,
man.
so you're
And I'm
talking
just
about.
gonna-
Sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
ahead,
you
Tim.
said
Music. I met Kanye
Yeah,
West
music.
and Childish Gambino.
Okay.
We know. That's not
You know,
music. That's
as you know, I met those guys. They're
public
really cool
relations.
guys. We're good friends now.
Well, tell the story again.
Atlanta
What-
final season coming out
Oh.
September. I love you, buddy.
Maybe not.
all right, tell the story.
So
no.
I met Kanye whenever he was over at Defender Outdoors.
You're never going to fail.
And I was like, I'm gonna be so cool. I'm gonna be real cool with everything. I'm gonna be like, yo, Kanye, what up, man? How you doing? But I was like, I was like,
so
oh my God,
bored.
Kanye, I love you.
I'm so
I met
bored.
Kanye West. I'm never going to fail. And then Childish Gambino was
So
at a Super
bored.
Bowl party 10 years ago with my buddy Anthony, and he was just walking around. And then I see him. I'm like, Donald Glover. And then he looks over and we talk for a bit. And I'm like, hey, yo, I love you, but my boy hates you. He thinks you're a douchebag.
Speaking of that boy, he's here.
He's here.
He's here tonight. Yeah.
Childish Gambino's here.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone else is here.
Donald Glover. No, but it was a great meeting, both of them.
Sorry, I couldn't pull that one off.
No, but I'm dope and I do dope shit.
Nice. Very good. Very good. And
I think
illustrious. I also have illustrious guests, and you're one of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're one of
there we
them.
go.
You're one of my
Here we
illustrious
go.
Oh,
guests.
I love it.
I had to work that in.
His head's too big for this building. I'm just saying.
All right, Chad. Travel.
Yeah.
What's up with travel?
I mean, like I just like to travel. I've got I think it was like 25 countries under my belt. I did all
Damn,
50
dude.
states before I was 30. That was one of my biggest things. Like
oh
I
my
wanted to hit
God, that's cool.
all 50 states before I hit 30.
You
I
are a
went to
learned
Alaska.
gentleman.
I mean, I didn't do well in geography in school, but I'm pretty good now. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, we all got GPS, you know. Just type it in and follow the line.
oh, that's north. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So I mean, I'm going to Egypt here pretty soon. We're planning a trip to Mexico, hopefully around Thanksgiving.
What part?
Cancun.
Cancun.
Okay.
You're welcome to
I've-
come,
You
by
got
the
the
way.
invite.
When are y'all going?
The
week
weekend
before
before Thanksgiving. So like Saturday through Wednesday.
That
World
might
Cup
be,
season.
That might be totally doable. Have y'all ever been to Playa del Carmen?
Yes.
Yes,
My
I love
favorite-
it. I love it.
Are you flexible in Cancun at all?
So we're trying to stay semi close to the airport because of like things, you know. But like, I'm good with whatever. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Offline. No, but Playa del Carmen's like 45 minutes from Cancun.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, Tulum's my favorite, and that's an hour and a half away. And so
My brother actually has property down there now. He just built an Airbnb. I think it has 3 rooms right now. When he gets done, it's going to have 6 to rent.
damn, dude.
Yeah. So,
Okay, with the connections like that, I see.
Well, I mean, he's still going to charge me.
Well, yeah, of course.
Love you, bro.
Yeah, they might be brothers, but he doesn't like them. So
Huh?
I said you might be brothers, but I guess he doesn't like you or something.
He
right?
loves
Yeah.
me, but he's, it's a business.
Yeah, money's money.
You never ask for a discount.
Right.
Life changes. That was your other subject.
Oh. So when you asked for these, I'm 99% sure I was at the rabbit hole drinking with some people, and I was like, you know what, we could talk. I think I asked you guys, like, what is something that we should talk about as life changes. This has been a crazy year for me. Like, it's been a crazy year. Just sold my house, moved into this badass apartment over there by Clear Fork. I graduated college at the end of the year. I got a new job in February.
What else, Chad?
I'm no longer married, which is kind of new. So, I mean, it's just been a crazy, crazy, crazy year. And I will say that, I mean, for the most part, it has all been absolutely phenomenal. And I've had to learn to, I don't know,
Adapt.
Adapt. Yeah, that's a good word. Thanks, Javier. Look at you go.
Adapt,
I've been
adapt
able
and
to
overcome.
adapt.
With the
Counter
illustrious
word of the
words.
day.
Yeah, so good with your words recently, bro. Like, fantastic. Yeah, so it's just been a crazy year, but it's been super. Like, I already feel growth. You know what I mean? And not even in my pants, but just like straight up growth.
But that too.
generally. But also that. You know what I mean? And so
No, it's not getting bigger.
Tim knows. We have a checkup weekly.
Calm down, Glizzy boy.
Chad,
No, it's just been a-
all
it's
right,
been a
Chad.
crazy
Let
year.
me see.
You know, after 40, if anything gets bigger, it's not good.
That's true.
We're talking prostates here, folks.
We're not there yet.
We're
But
not there yet. Not there
4
yet.
more years.
creeping
Just
up
so,
on it. Y'all see
just
the
so everyone
meme?
knows.
The Jurassic Park where the kid's like hiding in the kitchen behind the oven and the dinosaurs, the velociraptor's coming around the corner. The kid is 80s kids and the dinosaur is 40.
Oh yeah, dude, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's coming for
Right
us.
around the corner.
Damn it.
Sneaking up quick. I'm sorry.
Damn
Right?
it.
Oh, I made you sweat.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm the furthest from 40 than, the other two.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
I got you all beat.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah,
Bury
I'm
me
furthest from
well.
40 than all of you. So,
Well, I where are we at?
We did it?
How many minutes did we do?
55 minutes.
I think we're right at about an hour.
That's a perfect time. Hold on, I wrote a whole thing here, guys. Let's start wrapping this shit up because people are starting to rally for the show. Let's get Christy over here for the Funky
Christy!
Five.
Christy is.
And then I'll come back.
Yes, I told her.
Christy's coming
And we'll
up
close it
now.
out?
And
I
we'll
told
close
her.
it
Christy's
out.
coming up now.
Hey!
Phenomenal, bro.
All right.
Appreciate
Guys,
you.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.
Andrew, thank you so much for coming, man.
Love you.
She warmed up for you?
Again, thanks again, Andrew. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, he'll be back. He's gonna help. He's gonna help us close it out.
Sorry.
So our friend Christy is joining us now to do her own little Funky Five.
Look at her. She's like, oh, I'm so nervous.
I am nervous.
So Christy is a friend of ours. She has also been a longtime listener. She and our buddy Hervey hang out with us literally every single Tuesday. We're live on YouTube. They're constantly chatting with us. They're our biggest fans, and we love them so much. And we thought it'd be cool to have Christy on and ask us some questions because why not? Even though she knows all the things about us,
Yeah.
probably. Are these gonna be weird questions?
No, they're not too personal.
Okay. I mean,
You
it's
can be
okay if
as
they are. I'm
personal
gonna
as
get
you
you up
want.
on this
I mean-
mic though. You got to get real
I know,
close to
yes,
it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So first, I brought you guys some cups that I made.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Oh wow!
Oh, fuck, I love
Look
these.
at that!
Look at
Dude,
that.
we got our own
That's
fucking
nice.
Funky Panther glasses.
love that.
These are beautiful.
And they have a lid and a straw, but it's kind of girly.
For our
so-
iced coffees?
I mean, you
Yes,
say it's
iced
girly, but
coffees.
I'll totally ice coffee out of this thing.
Yeah. That's gonna go to work
Oh,
with
that's
me.
even got our blue on it.
Yeah, I try to do like a combination of both.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Thanks,
it. I
Christy.
love
We
it.
appreciate you.
We have good people here.
And if you've been a guest of the Funky Panther and you've had our koozies before, because
Our
we
coasters?
gave our koozies away to almost all of our guests early on. Christy made all of those for us. She's absolutely phenomenal.
I thought
And so,
you were gonna say if you've been a guest of the Funky Panther and haven't brought us anything, then you suck.
then fuck you. You know what I mean? No big
What's
deal.
Lou doing? Lou? What's
I don't know what Lou's doing.
That's
Oh
okay.
no!
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
He's like, just good looking out, Lou. I love
Lou
you,
for the
dog.
win. Appreciate you, man.
All right. So we're gonna go into. You're gonna do the Funky Five for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
but
what's-
not the kind that you guys do, because I'm
Okay.
sure everybody
Okay.
knows
Absolutely.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
y'all like, because
yeah.
you kind of answer the questions with your guests.
Okay.
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 So-
Okay.
So you got your own.
I wasn't nervous till I got here. Okay.
That's how it works.
Okay, so I know, you've already talked about how you guys all met and stuff, and why you started the podcast,
Yep.
because you guys were talking about something, and
Yeah.
somebody overheard you.
Right.
Right.
But what are y'all's reasons for keeping it going? I think you kind of probably already went over that with him, but
No,
your
not
personal
exactly.
reasons for keeping the podcast going and.
Well, for me, mentally, it's kind of like getting away from everything. So, I do therapy twice a month, and I doing this once a week. It
Scoot her in, Herbie.
it helps. It really does take a load off, and it takes me away from normal life, and That's why. I mean, I think that's why I still do it. I mean, that's.
I do it because it's now a routine.
Wow.
No, no.
He doesn't love it. It's just
Yeah,
it's a
no
fucking
shit.
hindrance.
I do it because I feel I have to now.
There are some days that I feel like, yes, I have to keep doing this. There are other days that I'm like, I really, really look forward to it. It just depends on what's going on in the week. But
Yeah.
ultimately, I do look forward to getting together. I like the creative outlet. So that's why I keep doing it, is the creative outlet.
I think for me, it's like we've been able to meet so many freaking amazing people. I mean, we have got some amazing musicians, business owners, entertainers,
Yes.
other podcasters, friends, family. Like, this place is packed with people that we either already knew or have met over the past 2 years. And, like, that is what really keeps me going, is like the connections we've been able to make. It's been really freaking cool. And like, also, I can walk up to Nickel City by myself now and then know somebody in Nickel City, because the city is so damn big, but it's still a small city. Like, once you start meeting people, you know people. And so it's just it's a really cool feeling.
Well, we listen because you guys started pretty much around COVID, and we got to feel like we're still hanging out with our friends even though we couldn't see you guys. So
Yeah.
we're glad you started the podcast.
Well, because
appreciate you.
and there was like a long lull where we didn't see each other.
Yeah.
And now like we get older and kids happen and life happens, and we really only see each other for Friendsgiving or like Christmas, or birthdays every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's good to have that outlet for you, like to be able to listen to this, and we can like respond to you whenever you're on live. And it's cool. I love it.
It's hanging out with friends. It really, is. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're just expanding that friend group. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, when we're
I
making
mean-
these connections.
I thought we had
like-
a hashtag, no new friends.
That was Jamaica, bro.
You have a lot of new friends now.
But I mean, like, seeing everybody here, and these are people that we met through the show.
Yeah. It's cool.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Except for you, OG. OG here.
First time, long time.
First time, long time. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Some of the TFTI up in the building now.
Oh, hey, way!
I'm
I love your
reading.
shirt.
All right.
Okay.
All right, question number 2.
Who is your favorite friend?
Who's
I'm
your-
just kidding.
on the-
Oh, fuck me.
Don't
Oh,
answer
no.
that.
You asshole.
We're talking about it in general, right? Or just like podcast-wise?
This is
Because I'm
going to
my
get
favorite.
real weird.
No.
Chad's like,
No.
oh, man, fuck!
No, the real question is, what's your favorite memory that you guys have made together?
Podcast wise, or it's just in
Either
general?
one.
For me, my favorite memory is our road trip that we did
Okay.
in Cuba. Those two.
Javier wasn't there for either one of those.
I know. So my favorite that's my favorite memory that like you and I
You
made.
and I, okay.
If we're gonna talk about Javier here,
Yeah.
I think my favorite memory so far that we've created was going to Nashville.
To what?
Oh,
Nashville.
here recently,
Oh,
like
yeah.
last
Yeah.
year?
Yeah, that was a
that
good
was
trip.
The
was-
drugs
that
were
was
great. I mean, the shrooms we did were top-notch. I mean,
not all. Disclaimer: not all of us did drugs.
drugs are fantastic.
Second disclaimer: we all did the drugs. Okay, I said it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I think the time has passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
The statute of limitations doesn't work here, buddy.
All right, Javier.
Oh, wow. Maybe Tulips Night. Podcast-wise, Tulips Night was really great for us.
Yeah.
It was fun getting to meet everybody. We never met Lorena, Rita. We knew Joe.
Joseph Neville.
Joseph Neville was,
Yeah.
and I love that guy.
We met the
and
Trin guys. Like, we met
I
so many
don't-
people.
I don't know.
guys
I'm
are
with
amazing.
you.
No, wait a second. I think that the best memory that I have is when we had Lou Charles.
Okay. You don't have to say that because he's standing right there. He's not even
Lou.
listening
When
right
we had
now.
Lou Charles
I mean,
on
you
the
don't have
show.
to say that shit. You know that, right?
I know.
Which time? First time or second time?
The second time was my
I'm looking
favorite.
at his
Okay.
shoes.
The
He's got
second
those
time was
Hello
fun as
Kitty Prestos.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
But that's my favorite memory because that was our first big like out like live show.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
And so that for me that was my favorite podcast memory.
Yeah.
And,
I think for me it was It's funny because Sydney from Visit Fort Worth, here Fort Worth, she joked about it with Tom not too long ago. She's like, you know how many times Chad says South by on the podcast? And I was like, oh shit, I said South by so many times on the podcast. But like, that was such a phenomenal experience for us. I mean, not only did we get to hang out with these new musicians, all these people that we had recently met, but like we're drinking free TX. We're
That's
out
my
there
favorite
just
now. I
hanging
take
out.
it back. That's my favorite.
It was such an amazing, and it wasn't just one night. It was like an entire weekend.
Thanks to
of
Maddie-
just
Maddie-
non-stop.
Thanks to Maddie
festivities.
Parker.
Shout out to Chad's friend Maddie Parker for letting us be over there.
Thanks, Maddie. We'll have you on the show soon. We'll see. We're pretty booked, but we'll see about it. But no, it's our mayor, by the way. Okay.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Okay. So
But yeah, that was definitely my favorite experience for all of us so far.
yeah.
Yep. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Next question.
Great question.
Okay. So you guys always ask people the Funky Five, like favorite bars, restaurants, but where do you guys like to go to just like not think about anything, like unwind, relax, not home? Somewhere that's not
She
home.
looked straight at Tim when
Yeah,
she said
yeah.
that, by the way.
My favorite place is Mikasa. No, it's I enjoy. I like the Rabbit Hole. It's been a while since we went to McFly's, and when we went the other day, that was nice. McFly's is also on there.
McFly's great.
Those two bars.
We met
just-
Osos Golosos and
Yeah.
Andrew from who was just here, obviously, but Fort Worth Roots. It was a great time.
I'm very much more like I like a chill environment, like a small bar where I'm not going to be overwhelmed and I can just hang out. That's what yeah. Javier.
There's Sansom Park, right by Inspiration Point.
Yeah.
So for me, like, whenever I go visit my mom, I'll go over there, and I'll go right as the sun's setting, and I just like being over there and just sitting down and just not doing anything. It's a great view for me, and like mentally, like it's my. Nobody really knows I go out and do this. But
We do now.
I do.
But I go out and do this, and I'll just sit where they got that shitty like outdoor whatever barbecue spot. But I'll sit out there and just watch the sunset, or I'll just chill, and I'll have my headphones in every now and then. But I just like relaxing there because nobody's bothering me. There are people around, but the air and you sense everything. So I mean, for me, that's where I can just not think.
Nice, man. Nice. I didn't know that. Good information. Look, you're making us learn
Do
about
not
each other.
fucking follow me,
That's the
motherfucker.
point.
Do not go to my spot.
I'm going to go stay there and just wait.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Yeah.
wait for you.
Where are you,
It's like, I want to hang
motherfucker?
out with my friend.
All right, Chad. So what's yours?
I mean, my chill is being with people. Like that re-energizes me. I know some people are different. Some people need to be at home, and like I need to re-energize by not being myself. And me, I need to be around people. So like I think Nickel City is my favorite. Like I love the place. Always has people, and like I mentioned, like there's always going to be at least one person that I know there, and so I can hang out with somebody, or I can just hang out at the bar and just chill. I mean, but I would say Nickel City.
Okay.
Frozen Irish coffee is the
Okay.
bomb.
All right.
Oh, show.
Okay. This one is like a random question that I thought would be fun.
Okay.
It's what's one thing about your childhood that you really miss?
What's what?
One thing about your
Oh.
childhood that you miss.
I miss being able to just like summertime, right? You're out of school, you hop on your bicycle, you're riding around River Oaks. I miss going to the CVS. And all right, do you remember you would get like a bottle, like a Coke, and they would have like the bottle caps where you like win like
Oh,
one
yeah.
free Coke or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember one time I went to CVS, got a Coke, popped it off, got another free Coke. I ended up getting like 5 free Cokes, but I had to get the bottle caps, and so then I had to figure out how to walk back home holding 5
So
open bottles,
just
right?
so everyone knows, we've got a message from the crowd. It says, Javi got a small pee-pee.
It sounds like fuck. You don't fucking know? You never seen it before?
It's accurate. I've seen it.
People just assume.
Fuck you.
Yeah. So I miss those like those little things about childhood. We're talking like maybe like 12, 13, 14 years old. Yeah.
All right,
Javier?
we gotta hurry up because
Okay.
the crowd is getting reckless.
Come on,
like,
Javier.
They're
Okay.
What do you miss-
legitimately
what do you miss about
like we
child?
gotta wrap this up.
This is what I
Jesus
miss about
Christ.
what I miss about my childhood is when I was 4 years old, we moved to Crowley. Me and my brother used to steal quarters from my dad. He had a little coin thing, and me and my first best friend at the time, his name was Reggie, we would ride our bikes to Brahms and eat like breakfast over there, and we had to be 4 or 5 years old. And for me, I miss that. Huh?
Did you say 4 or 5?
I was like 4 or 5 years old. I forgot how old. I was young.
You missed riding your bike at 5 years?
We're about to get raided.
So Brahms.
We're getting raided. We're getting raided. Jesus.
They're really drunk.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was... That was beautiful.
She doesn't know that. Why are you saying that?
Now we got so quiet.
Did I miss the interruption?
You motherfucker.
You said 4.
You nailed it, bro.
You said 4 or 5?
I was 4 years old. I was a young child.
No,
That's
you're
like
fine.
that's like CPS gets involved, man.
Just tell me to fuck off whenever.
Like, have you remember like do you remember that where
Yeah.
do you know where your kids are?
Right.
That like whole
Okay.
news thing? That's
My
why.
kids won't even go in the backyard, and they're 4 and 7 by themselves. They won't go back there.
Yeah.
I have to go with them.
Smart kids. Maybe. I don't know. Is it smart? I don't know.
Hey, where's 10 shots? I need 10 shots.
Dang. All right.
All right. Okay. So you
Sorry.
missed that. Okay, Chad, what did you miss about being a kid?
Childhood?
Yeah, childhood.
I miss playing like sports with the neighborhood kids and like doing like roller hockey and shit like that. Like that was always the best time. Is like going outside and hanging out with people. And again, I like being around people.
Okay, last question.
Woo-wee.
When you're sad or upset, what is the one thing that will bring your mood back up?
Music. Like
Music, yeah. Well,
Yeah, music.
Yeah, for me, it's music.
My dog Maui. She is legitimately like my support dog. She is amazing. Love that thing.
I'll listen to Bittersweet Symphony and I'll perk up.
Nice.
just whatever's like I literally have like probably like 12,000 songs just added to my phone, and just I put it on shuffle, and whatever comes on, like something's gonna perk me up. Yeah.
Sorry.
You got to go to the bathroom?
Oh, I thought
he died?
I thought Javier was done. He's like, I'm out.
Oh, he's
All right.
out.
So that was it.
Well, I had a game too, but I know y'all have like other stuff to do.
Oh,
so.
no. What kind of game? I'm excited for this.
What's the game?
It was like the newlywed game. I brought like dry erase boards and stuff for you to write on.
You went all out.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna have Chrissy back on.
Yes.
Okay.
So now,
You're
yes.
gonna come on in the studio.
Yeah, you'll come to the studio,
Oh, okay.
and we'll actually do it. We'll do a
I
full.
won't be as nervous because
No.
there won't be all these people here.
Yeah, and we'll
Because
do a
there's
full.
100 people watching you right now.
Yeah.
we'll do a full episode with Christy.
You down for
But
that?
I'm not special.
So
Yeah, you are. To us, you are.
yeah.
Yeah, hang out. Why not hang out? We don't have to interview to hang out. You know what I mean? We'll just hang out and play the games.
Okay.
That work?
Y'all gonna make me play the jelly bean game, aren't you?
Yes.
100%.
You know what?
By the way,
I
this
saw
is who
it.
did the jelly beans. It is all her fault.
I
which
saw
Oh,
the fucking
yes.
jelly beans when we're packing shit up, and I'm like, oh, we gotta fucking take
I
that.
figued you'd bring them.
Yeah, that would have
no.
been a good idea, except it would have ruined some of our nights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's they're rough. Have you had them?
No.
They're rough. You're going to when you come on again.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
Okay.
All right. So
Thanks, Christy.
Thanks, Christy.
Thanks
We
for
love you.
having
Thanks for our
me.
gifts. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you so much.
I'm already drinking out of it. So.
Oh, here's your
damn.
boxes. Pass them.
Oh yeah, pass the boxes.
Lids and straws inside.
Hey, cheers! I'll drink to that.
Thanks,
Clink, clink,
Christy.
clink,
Thanks for
clink,
coming
clink,
on.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
La yous.
All right. So we're gonna bring back Andrew now to wrap things up.
No, she left it warm. We're gonna close this mother out so we can party
Okay.
with some people.
So
oh
Andrew,
my God, half of Fort Worth is here, dude.
Yeah. It's true,
It
man.
has grown just a little bit. Just
There
a wee
were
bit.
people, I don't know if you told the listeners, but there were people back there with phones and messages that say things like, hang up
Yeah.
and play with us.
Yeah, they want us to hang.
Like they're,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
typing out messages and
Yes.
showing
Yeah.
behind
Yes,
the camera
yes,
here.
yes.
So, again, guys, this was an extremely huge honor. Thank you so much. You guys are the number one podcast in Fort Worth for a reason. Please don't stop. Javier, please don't break this up. Don't ruin this for
Don't
me.
screw this up.
I love listening to this show. Please don't screw this up.
I feel like I'm gonna be the one that's gonna fuck it up.
We all know.
I say this because I love you and I think you can take my jokes, okay?
I want to say thank you, Andrew, for being a fan.
Hell yeah.
And thank you for doing this for us.
Thanks for being on, man. We love you and your show, and like really, again, I mentioned to Christy like making these connections. This is absolutely a phenomenal connection we've been able to make with you, and we appreciate it, man.
I do. Also, I do need to say thank you to everybody here at Panther Island that has been listening live, because like I'm looking at Raphael now, and thank you so much for listening. Everyone else that are on other tables listening to the podcast live, it means so much. Like, look, Sam over there is listening. Raphael over there is listening. Chad's parents are listening. It's crazy.
It's still early. Find your happy ass a vehicle and come on down to Panther Island Brewing. We'll be here for another 2 hours.
So, are we wrapping this up then?
We are wrapping this up, guys.
One last thing. I want to thank every guest that's been on the Funky Panther. The past 100 episodes, we've had so many great guests, so many great musicians, entrepreneurs, businessmen, gentlemen of industry, gentlewomen. We've had an amazing, great road.
Andrew's got something to say.
Yeah, he does.
I got one thing I want to add. I wanted to wait. I almost put the event up on Facebook last night, and I said, no. Today is the day for the Funky Panther 100th episode. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not going to disgrace them. So I waited. But I do already have the flyers printed out, and I'll have these staged. You will be able to find a stack of these at Pouring Glory. September 10th, we've got a free event. It's the Fort Worth Roots Podcast 100th episode party.
All right.
We got our own little thing going, and
Hell yeah.
I'm inviting everybody in Fort Worth out there. If you don't live in Fort Worth, it's okay. You can come too. We've got 3 bands that are going to be there playing for you on stage outside. Late to the Station, Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations, and The Gray with Max Cusin. And then to tie it all off at the end, we got Kate Greathouse. She's a local comedian. She's hilarious, y'all.
Very cool.
All of these people have been on the podcast, and they're putting this on because they want to support the Fort Worth Roots podcast, and they want you to come out and have a good time. Again, it's free. Scott, the owner of Pouring Glory, is putting on $3 beers on tap. I'm gonna right now we've got some grab bags put together. We're gonna really try to make sure everybody's got one whenever they show up. It's gonna be special food menu and a vendor market. There's gonna be a
one
vendor
more
market
very
there.
important thing to mention, though, right?
What did I miss?
I mean,
It's
Co-host.
hosted by.
Oh God!
Jesus Christ, dude!
It's on the flyer. It's co-hosted by the Funky Panther.
Hey, we're gonna be there. We cannot wait.
And so we're going to do something similar to this,
Hell
but
yeah.
you guys are also, and y'all can take shifts,
For sure.
but y'all are going to be calling out the awards that we're going to be giving away to the podcasters that are going to be helping us promote the event. We're
Yes.
going to
Nice.
network with a Fort Worth podcast scavenger hunt. I could go on for a while. Let's not do that to
All
you
right.
people.
So let's go ahead and wrap it up. So
Again, you're gonna hit the music, or you hit the
I already
music?
got it. It's
Okay.
been
I don't
going.
have headphones,
let's
I don't
go.
know.
Oh, it's going.
Well, thank you everybody for
Thanks,
joining
Corey.
us.
Love you,
Do
man.
you have an outro? Do you have like do you have
Fort Worth Roots, thank y'all for listening. We'll see you next week.
hard stop? Thanks for joining us, everybody. We absolutely appreciate you if you're joining us on Instagram Live or on YouTube Live. You can find us on all the social media at The Funky Panther, or find all the stuff at thefunkypanther.com. We love you so much. 100 episodes. Cannot believe that this is a true thing.
Yeah.
We absolutely love you. I can't say it enough. Love it, love it, love it. Stay good, y'all. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And for the 100th time, we are
The Funky Panther!
100,
fucking
bitch.
No
did
more
it.
Suck
glizzy
me beautiful.
this
We out this
summer.
bitch.
I gotta go take a piss because
I've been elated all day. I was so excited about this.
Seriously, thank you so much for helping us.
I told you there'd be some words in here, some cussing, some language. I hope the little ones weren't running around listening while you were. Jesus. Come on, Javier. Chad, Tim, Javier, guys, thank you so much. It was an absolute honor being on the show and recording with you for your 100th episode. I can't believe you guys picked me to do that. I'm blown away. Thank you. Well, I got to hang out with these guys again a few days ago at the Jerry Jonestown Massacre, and shout out to those dudes. That was incredible. I got to go in what they call the Temple, and it's, I guess, the same place they've been recording for 9 years here in North Texas. And they said they used to be the largest podcast in North Texas until some other asshole came along and started stealing awards. And, of course, they were talking about Chad, Tim, and Javier from the Funky Panther, who were sitting right next to me when they said it. And, of course, it's all in fun. But man, I'm just having so much fun with the podcast community. I want you to have fun with them too. I'm just running into great people. And September 10th out there at Pouring Glory, I know, but you remember the River Oaks Springfest car show, right? And I just wouldn't shut up about that for months. Well, this event I'm putting on. So how much more so will I be promoting this? You're going to hear it a lot. So mark it on your calendars if you haven't already. So pull your calendar out. Put it in there. Go ahead. I want you to be there. It's going to be a blast. And depending on how many people come out, it's going to determine how often we do this kind of thing. So we would like to do it a lot. We love hanging out with the local community, the podcasters, the musicians, everybody that's going to be involved with this. So it's going to be a great time. Basically, I'm telling you, go rent a bus, load it up with strangers, and bring yourself over September 10th to Pouring Glory. It's going to be fun, I promise. I'm doing everything I can. Shout out to everybody that's helping put the event on. I've got a lot of help. I don't want to sit here and call myself an idiot, but I'm just not the guy to do something this big by myself. And if it wasn't for the people like Scott over there at Pouring Glory, if it wasn't for Joe Guzman, who's offered to take care of the sound, if it wasn't for the amazing bands and the comedian and Mickey Wendell handling the vendor market, the pop-up market, if it wasn't for Darren and his support, there's a lot of people here, and I'm forgetting somebody. If it wasn't for all the amazing podcasters that are helping me promote the event. One more time, that's it. It's probably you, the Funky Panther, Jerry Jonestown Massacre, the failed podcast, Emo Otaku. Jesus, man, I'm going to have to take like Rosetta Stone or Hooked on Phonics so I can get that damn thing down. Forever Reckless, Funky Town Podcast with Jeff Lord. Thanks for the invite. Osos Colosos, Fort Worth Famous, and of course, we're playing the game too. We will, of course, be there. Okay, that's it. That's a lot of notes. Shout out to our sponsors. Thank you, Houk Walker Originals. Go to houkwalker.com. They do have some awesome stuff, man. Don't ever go to Walmart again. Start shopping local. You know, you think it's like a romantic idea, and you'd love to be one of those people that only shops locals, keeping Fort Worth dollars in Fort Worth pockets. It's not that hard. These people are local, and they can ship it to you. Hell, they might even bring it to your house. houkwalker.com. Special, unique products for every occasion. Wood post metalworks, metal fabrication, fence and gate signs for your shop or business, and you can use code podcast 817. 10% off. So go check them out as well. That's woodpostmetalworks.com. And Roofing Solutions by Darren Houk is at roofingsolutionshouk.com, 817-882-6520. Go ahead and put this on your to-do list. Text him and just be like, hey, heard you on the Fort Worth Roots podcast. I'm going to use you. Maybe just send him that, and then he'll take your information down, and he'll know that based on your zip code, whenever you give him your information, when a storm rolls through, he's going to go, oh, you know what? My buddy over there that contacted me because he heard about my thing on the podcast, he lives in that zip code. I better give him a call. Him or her, whatever. And anyway, it's just a good move. Go ahead and take care of that before there's an issue. And it's a good way to support the show too. You know, if Darren gets a lot of attention from you guys, then maybe he'll stay my sponsor. So that would be great. Let's get those phones out, folks. Get those phones out and at least shoot him a text, give him a call, and just tell him, hey, you're my roofer now. 817-882-6520. If y'all blow up his phone this week, that'd be hilarious. Just send him a text. Hey, you're my roofer now. That's all you gotta say. Just do that. Maybe throw your zip code in there or something. Okay, guys, gals, Funky Panther, thank you so much again. They are my favorite podcast. This is something I forgot to tell you. There is a Fort Worth Weekly Best of 2022, and I will put a link to that. It's going to be all over my Facebook. That's where you should go. The links inside my descriptions are not clickable, right? So if you don't want to go through the anguish of copy and pasting, I know that's a lot. You can go to Facebook and just click on the daggum old button or the link or whatever. Anyway, go to the Fort Worth Weekly Best of 2022, and I want you to do something for me. The award I'm constantly talking about, the one that Jerry Jonestown Massacre got 5 years in a row before the Funky Panther showed up and started stealing it. And I thought they'd gotten it 3 years in a row. I think it's only 2. But I want this to be the 3rd year that the Funky Panther gets the best of for Fort Worth 2022 for podcast. So go check that out. I'm asking you guys to do this because the foundation of the Fort Worth Roots podcast has always been about supporting other people, local artists, local businesses, authors, whatever. That's what we do here. So instead of getting in there and trying to pull down the best of Fort Worth, if I even had a shot, I know you'd vote for me, right? Sure you would. I don't want to dilute the numbers. I don't want to take something away from our friends at the Funky Panther. So let's just give them the support that they deserve. When I tell people that that's my favorite podcast, I'm not kidding. The guys crack me up. Whenever I'm listening to their weekly episode, it's side-splitting. I love how ridiculous Javier is, and I love the crazy facts that come out of Tim and Chad. Javier's got facts, too. You know, about shoes and that story he always tells us about the one time he met that one celebrity. But they're great. The dynamic between the three of them is just so much fun to listen to. So anyway, if y'all haven't checked it out, it is the Funky Panther. It's a great podcast, and you should check it out. And then also, our friends over at Jerry Jonestown Massacre, I've been popping in and out for years listening to little snippets of their show. I haven't been an avid listener of their show, but I will be now that I've sat in the temple and I've met Dustin and I've met Jesus Stubbs. I almost forgot his name. Anyway, so I sat there with Dustin and Stubbs and got to really enjoy the inner workings of the show. I was there for their 9-year anniversary. That's what they brought me in there for, to kind of have me on the show and enjoy that moment with them. But Jesus Christ, 9 years. These dudes are OGs. They started way before the rest of these podcast nerds in 2020. That's when all the podcasts popped up, by the way, including this one. But it wasn't because of Corona. I was going to do it anyway. That's what they all say, though, so whatever. I think we did everything. If you have been one of the people that have helped me put this show together and carry it on as long as I've been doing it, thank you. And I know I don't always do all the rounds. I don't have time to thank everybody every episode, or I just don't have the bandwidth in my mental, my processes, my brain powers. So anyway, if I don't shout you out, just know that it's because I'm thinking about a billion things whenever I hit the record button for these intros and outros, and I do miss shit. And sometimes I miss shit every week, and then midweek I'll be like, I should have put this in there. And that's why I babble, because I know I'm forgetting something. Okay, folks. Hey, listen, I wouldn't ask you to come to this event if it wasn't important. And if it wasn't going to be a blast, I wouldn't ask you to come if it wasn't going to be any fun. But it's going to be great. We got all the right people going to this thing, and I really want you to be there. September 10th, Pouring Glory. Don't forget. Write it on the calendar. Put it in your phone. Go to Facebook. Click on the thing so I know you're coming. Click on the going button. All right. I'm sorry. I'll see you next week, okay? All right. See ya. Bye.